Why am I live on my own channel? That's not great. Wait, I'm not. I'm live on your channel. We're good. This says Among Us. That's not correct.
The Blood Moon looks really nice, though.
Yeah. Oh, I've got to go to the mod view. Frick. Mod view.
It's quiet.
Yeah. Um. I'm checking for.
Oh, I hear it.
Yeah.
What? The stream?
Yeah, we're good on the stream.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Let's talk. Yeah, it's great.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, they pulled me out of retirement for this. I was like, oh, man, like I'm gonna let you guys got this. And I was taking a nap and my toes were cold. And then there's like, no, but we need you. I'm like, fine. So my toes are still cold.
It wasn't that we
Still
needed
cold.
you, it was that we needed your information.
Yeah, but I was just like, you know what? If my toes are gonna be cold, I might as well come out and do this thing.
Yeah, we're pulling you out of retirement. Think you come back and last bra.
What the?
I'm like my graphics card.
Yeah, rip.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Halloween It's 2020. It's the fact that my graphics card.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
is anybody listening? Can anybody else hear Gucci Gang currently?
Yeah. Why is Gucci Gang playing?
I don't know. Tyler? It has to be. I don't have anything.
Oh no! What? Oh, that's great. Yeah. Could Kevin just like check to make sure there's nothing like playing in the background on your end?
Oh wait, hold on. I figured it out.
Oh God.
I don't understand what is happening, but it wants me to have a preview of Twitch open in Streamlabs, and I hate that so bad.
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean?
Streamlabs,
It will.
what are you doing?
It's gone
there we
now.
go.
It's quiet.
Okay, hopefully that worked.
Oh, this is good. This is fun.
Hopefully that worked for everybody.
Man. Hey, should we tell them about how many people do you think we can get in here?
7.
7? Well, that we need 3 more.
Yeah, so it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Well, as we get this going, I'll share it as well.
Well, so we should probably tell the folks playing along at home what's
Yeah.
going
What
on.
it is that we're doing?
Yeah. I'll talk
Yeah.
about that. Will that work for you guys?
Yeah, that
If
works.
I phone up?
Go for it.
Yeah. So, my good friend Rick, who lives down the street from me,
Rick
Hi.
from down the street.
yeah, Rick from down the street. Actually, hang on.
Oh no. What are you doing?
I just had to take care of one thing.
No. He changed my name in Discord.
I did. It's now Rick from down the street, and it will be for the rest of the stream. Also, hey guys, we have a Discord channel if you want to check that out. The kindly robot in the Twitch chat should be able to tell you that. And also the other thing is like, you know, we'd love to get your bits, your subs. Also, I can use that money to buy a new graphics card because mine decided to kill itself. It does that. 2020 has been rough on all of us, especially computers, apparently. But anyway, my friend Rick from down the street, we were playing this spooky game called Dread, where it's basically Jenga, but you also sometimes pee your pants because it's terrifying. And he had this really good one about a blood moon, and he decided, you know what? What if I just wrote a short story about it? And we were all like, yeah, that's great. And then we're like, what if we did a live reading of it? And we're like, yeah, that's great. And then computer problems, and also I took a nap. And now we're here.
And now we're
also-
here.
And now we're here.
Also, well, but also we have another important thing that we got to talk about. Kevin.
Is it how we're going to pay for our new graphics card?
No. Even more important than that, Kevin.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans to buy a graphics card.
Nope. Something far more important than OnlyFans. Do you know what it is?
No.
You want to take another guess? Okay. Well, it's Mom's birthday today, Kevin.
Oh, it is Mom's birthday today.
Yeah.
So
So
everybody
hey,
put
birthday to your
Mom in the
mom.
chat.
Yeah, exactly. Send my mom your birthday wishes vicariously through us, so we can tell her happy birthday. Yeah. And send this to all your friends. That's pretty close, actually. You're pretty close on the nose there. Yeah. So we're gonna be doing this read, and then if we're not dead at the end of it, which we probably will be. But if we're not dead at the end of it, like, I don't know, maybe Uno?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know
All right.
what our computer can handle without a graphics card.
I mean, I'm not streaming it, so I don't have to worry about it.
I do not know if you can handle. I do not know if that computer can handle Uno without the graphics
I mean, look,
card.
all I gotta do is open Steam and Ubisoft Uplay, and
Oh,
with
God.
the ergonomical control, Shift F2.
Oh, I forgot how much I despise that game.
I mean, yeah, it's bad.
But yeah, shall we get this going?
Yeah, probably. Let me
Kevin, are you
Um,
ready to do things?
Yeah, I just need to tell people if they don't have any better Halloween plans to come hang out with us on stream.
I
yeah,
already
that's
I did
good.
that on my Snap. I'll post it in my Discord.
Yeah. Which, yeah.
I literally said, no better Halloween plans, come hang out in chat. Oh, Tyler just tagged at everyone, we're good.
As did I.
A lot of people just got 2 notifications. I'm one of them.
Oof.
Hey, some people got 3 or possibly even 4.
Ooh, no copyright scary music.
Yeah, man. Kevin, do you got your scrub scriptly whiply?
I do.
You sure?
Yep.
I don't know. That didn't sound like a confident. Yeah.
No, I do.
Okay.
All right.
And someone could keep a track of how many times you break character in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a mess. Can't wait, though. I'm excited.
I'm drinking.
And also, just a little shout out. So this story was originally inspired by a video called Weather Service by the YouTube channel Local 58.
Oh, I love
They
Local 58.
Yeah, they're a really really great like indie horror channel that they make these little like short trippy clips. They haven't uploaded in like a year, but go and watch all their stuff. It's so good. In that particular video, Weather Service inspired my Dread campaign, which then evolved into this story.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool. So the first one they put up, you were on the fast available route.
Yeah.
Do you know where that one takes place according to the GPS?
Yeah, no. I remember when I first watched it, I was like, this sounds.
Wait a minute, I know where that is.
I was like, this sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that freaked me out when I first watched it.
Yeah.
Because of that, because I was like, I know exactly what roads they're talking about.
Hey, wait a minute, I've seen this one before.
Yeah, I've driven on this one before.
I mean, hey, look, if I had the one of those cool unlimited data phone plans, we'd do ghost hunts out in the woods.
Oh yeah, hey, that's what I have. So,
wow, it sounds like you just volunteered to go do ghost hunts out in the woods.
I mean, if y'all come with me, yeah.
Bet we'll get.
I know what we're
pizza
doing
on
after stream tonight.
Oh,
It's another
God.
stream.
No.
And that's how we die.
Look, man, we went over about this. My toes are cold already. I'm not going outside.
On All Hallows Eve.
No.
Oh God.
In costume.
I'm just
I
happy
already-
that tomorrow I can go to the store and get candy for super cheap.
Yeah, I already changed out of my costume. So,
Yeah, no.
all right, are we good to start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I am going to be. We already talked about this, but so other people know, I will be the narrator. Kevin is going to be voicing the internal thoughts and external dialogue of the name of the main character, and Tyler will be doing
Tyler's gonna be doing
translate.
everything
He'll
else.
be doing all the other voices.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Does my main character have a name? Or nah?
They are you.
And I am them.
No, that's
Perfect.
later, buddy.
Thank you. All right, so let's get this started. This story, as we mentioned before, is called Blood Moon, and it is written by me, inspired by Local 58. The glass shattering rings painfully in your ears as you recoil from the sudden explosion of shards. Blood-red droplets spray everywhere, pricking you with tiny needles of icy coldness and dyeing parts of your clothes shades of crimson. Cursing under your breath, you drop to the floor, reaching for the towels that hang in front of your oven to start mopping up the puddle of wine now slightly flooding your kitchen.
There goes Ellie's favorite glass.
You think as you dab at the shallow pool, careful to avoid as many of the glass shards as possible.
She'll throw a fit when she finds out.
After the wine eventually dries up, you grab the dustpan from the nearby hallway closet and clean up the remains of Allie's prize glass, wondering how long it would take for your roommate to notice her grandmother's old wine goblet had disappeared. As you sweep, you wonder if you have enough time to order a quick replacement through Amazon.
Well, that's a problem for tomorrow.
You think as you dump the dustpan's contents into the trash.
Allie won't be home until then anyway. Tonight's just for me.
Though normally you'd be joining your roommate on her wild Saturday night escapades in Boston, tonight you decided to stay in and relax for a change. You've had a long week at work and desperately need a few short hours to rest your mind, despite the numerous protests from Allie, her boyfriend Harry, and the rest of your friends. Besides, their plans for tonight aren't your cup of tea anyway, They planned on going to this big sky-watching party, plus a likely side quest in Nier's dispensary beforehand, on the Boston Common for a lunar eclipse that's tonight. While the idea of smoking weed on the Common would normally sound appealing, you don't think that, even while considerably high, staring at a slightly more orange moon would make for a great Saturday night story. Instead, you've decided to stay home and get some well-deserved relaxation, topped off with a bit of wine and whatever strange documentaries pop up on Netflix.
Really living the adult dream tonight.
You mutter as you pour yourself more wine into a new glass and, careful not to drop it again, walk slowly from your kitchen to the attached living room. After setting the glass down on the coffee table, you quickly run upstairs to your bedroom to grab a change of non-stained clothes from your dresser, briefly admiring your sweatpants-adorned self in the attached mirror. After changing, you run by your bathroom and fill the sink to soak your stained clothes. As the sink fills, you look up at the tall ceiling and its out-of-place skylight.
Why did architects put a skylight here? It's
After... Go.
no. Hey, we're on one.
There we go. I wish I had a drink to take a shot right now. After filling the sink, you finally go back downstairs and plop yourself onto the soft couch, sinking into the cushions while fishing for the TV remote. You turn it on, and the screen brings up the local news, where a flashy, made-up anchor with way too bright teeth is giving a rundown of the lunar events tonight.
Well, as you said, Tom, tonight's lunar eclipse is sure to be a truly out-of-this-world event. Not only will it be a total eclipse in the Boston area, but it was also going to be a super blood moon. This basically means the moon is going to be slightly closer to Earth than normal, thus making it appear larger in the sky. Combined with the red color from passing through Earth's shadow, this moon tonight is sure to be a truly mesmerizing 2-hour spectacle. But make sure not to stare for too long. You may forget to blink.
This terrible line makes you cringe, but the anchor begins to laugh at his own joke with an undeserved passion.
At least he's entertaining one person.
The best.
You think? Oh my god. Okay, Donald. Just then, you feel your phone vibrate. You pull it out and see it's a text from Allie.
Oh my god, I hope your loner night is going well. Picked up some Mary Jane on the way, winky face. The moon looks beautiful out tonight.
Eager not to engage in a full text conversation, you reply with a basic gif of a cartoon dancing moon and set down your phone. Out of a quick twinge of curiosity, you kneel up on your couch to peer out the window behind you towards the street. You're able to see the moon, and Allie wasn't lying when she said it was beautiful. Certainly larger looking than usual. The crystal ball-like orb glistens brilliantly in the cloudless sky. It is still white, telling you that the eclipse hasn't started yet. As you look around, you notice the neighbors across from you, a family called the Flints, setting up a telescope on their front yard. You are careful not to let them notice you watching them. They're nice enough, but their 1950s-style white suburban blandness didn't make them particularly exciting enough for you to get to know them. The husband works for a bank in the city, and the wife is a stay-at-home mom, none of which you can relate to. Plus, you're pretty sure that their 2 kids, boy and girl twins, dented the back of your car while playing baseball one day in the street. You don't remember the names, and after that incident, you don't care to learn them. Sitting back down on the couch, you refocus on your need to turn off your brain and, with the remote, jump over to Netflix and begin scrolling through the weirdest documentary you can find. After skipping past ancient aliens and some ghost hunting series, you eventually settle on a multiple-part special on MK Ultra.
I'm pretty sure that passes the weird bar.
You think, setting down the remotes and settling in, ready for the tinfoil hat conspiracies you're sure to enjoy for the next few hours. But no sooner than halfway through the show's intro sequence do you find yourself nodding off, your body enveloped in coziness and your mind slowly slipping into exhaustion and wine-induced unconsciousness. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You're not sure how long it's been since you fell asleep. You groggily check your phone and see that it's just past 10:30 p.m. However, you are immediately distracted when you realize what woke you. A strange, siren-sounding beeping coming from your TV.
What's going on?
Disoriented from your sudden consciousness, you rub your eyes and try to comprehend what's going on. As you become more alert, you're able to make out the words flashing on your beeping TV screen.
Emergency alert system. Boston area. Issued. Weather warning.
What the hell?
Weather warning. The Boston Area Weather Service has issued a warning for tonight's astronomical event. Please be advised. Officials ask not to view the event with the naked eye. Harmful side effects may occur. Thank you.
The emergency broadcast ends, bringing your screen back to a paused inactivity screen for the MK Ultra documentary. You simply stare at the TV, trying to make sense of the message that was just relayed through the beeping sirens.
What did that even mean? Harmful side effects may occur? What side effects?
You remember back to a solar eclipse that happened last year, where scientists warned against looking directly at because of the damage it could do to your eyes. That was because of the sun. What could be harmful about a lunar eclipse? And why were officials only sending out warning now? Thinking of your friends, you again pick up your phone and send a quick text to Allie.
Did you get any emergency alert? They're saying not to look at the eclipse directly, like a solar eclipse.
She replies quickly.
Oh my god, man. I'm like so fucking high. That's weird. I didn't hear anything about that. If I start to go blind, I'll come home. Lol. Harry will appreciate that. He's already asleep. Lol.
He's not the only one.
You laugh slightly to yourself. It made sense he was feeling the same way as you are about tonight. You always felt a better connection with him than Allie anyway. As you think of this, Allie sends another message.
The moon sure looks beautiful out tonight.
You raise an eyebrow at this.
Didn't she already send me exactly that?
Knowing she was probably just stoned and not aware of herself, you overlook it and send back a simple thumbs up emoji. Feeling more puzzled and still groggy than anything, you decide to look out your window again to see what the Flints are doing. As you expected, they're still on your front lawn, taking turns looking through the telescope at the moon while the others stare up without it. Knowing they probably didn't get the alert while outside, you decide to swallow your pride and tell them about it. You lift yourself heavily off the couch and walk the few feet to your front door, opening it lazily and stepping outside. The cold air of the October night immediately hits your skin, and you hug yourself to preserve some body heat. Not wanting to go far from the comfort of your home, you call out to the Flints from your doorstep.
Hey, excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Flint?
All four of the Flints immediately turn their heads toward you, and Mr. Flint gives a friendly wave.
Oh, hello. Wanting to watch the eclipse with us?
No thanks. I'm not feeling so great tonight.
Part of you feels bad for lying and for being kind of rude, but you're cold and wanting to go back to your warm couch and finish your wine.
I just wanted to let you know that we got an emergency alert on our TVs. They were saying something about the eclipse not being safe to look at without some sort of protection? I don't know.
You shuffle your feet a bit and rub your shivering arms. This is extremely awkward.
Just wanted to let you know. Sorry for bothering you.
You're no bother at all, dear. Thank you for letting us know. We'll keep that in mind. Don't want to do anything silly or unsafe with the children.
Mrs. Flint coos warmly, pulling her two children closely, who wave at you ceremoniously.
Rats.
You think.
Oh, the eclipse is starting.
Mr. Flint points toward the moon, and sure enough, the very left edge of it is now slowly turning a dark red rust shade. As you stare up at it, you can't help but revel in the moon's brilliant glow. With its enhanced size, it appears magical, otherworldly, like a diamond peering through the darkness. It looked so mystical, so magnificent, so...
The moon sure looks beautiful out tonight.
You stop, immediately pulling your gaze away from the moon and looking across at him. Mr. Flint is staring straight up at the moon, appearing completely captivated by its glow.
That's weird. He just said exactly what Allie... No, don't even start with that. You'll psych yourself out.
You shake yourself from your paranoid spiral, trying to ignore as much of that really odd coincidence as possible. Once again feeling very cold, you decide it's time to go inside.
Well, have a good night.
You call out.
Oh no, stay!
Mrs. Flint calls back. She too was now looking at the moon.
It really does look beautiful. Come over. We can all look together.
No, I'm fine. Seriously. Again, not feeling very well. Thanks, though.
Well, all right then, dear, but feel free to come out any time.
You close the door behind you, not looking back at them. Feeling slightly unnerved, you sit back down on your couch and run your hands through your hair. You know there's no reason to be feeling anxious. It's just an eclipse, nothing more. But for some reason, you cannot shake the feeling that there's something off. You reach for your neglected glass of wine on the coffee table and take 2 large sips of the now room temperature drink.
Just go back to sleep.
You mutter to yourself.
There's no sense worrying about things that make no sense.
You turn the Netflix show back on, just for some white noise, hoping you'll soon be asleep and will be able to forget about all this nonsense until the morning. Soon enough, you once again find yourself slipping off, falling dreamily into the darkness of unconsciousness.
Blue deep, auga, auga, auga.
The siren rattles you awake and aware immediately this time. As your eyes jerk open, you sit yourself up. You once again see an emergency alert flashing on your TV screen. The beeping siren wails, causing you to wince in slight pain. You then read the words scrolling on the screen in front of you.
Emergency alert system. Boston area issued. Civil danger alert. Stay indoors. Do not L-dash.
The screen crackles for a second. Sorry. The screen crackles for a second as the signal seems to go out. It returns a second later with a new message.
The warning for the astronomical event has been lifted. The sky is safe to observe. Go outside. Now.
The alert ends, and the same paused Netflix screen reappears. As you sit there and stare at nothing, you rack your mind in an attempt to comprehend the conflicting emergency alert messages. The words "stay indoors" only appeared for a brief moment before instantly cutting to the next message. Go outside now. You put your face in your hands and rub your eyes. Something was very wrong here. These strange messages, on top of both Allie and your neighbors acting oddly, were more than enough to mess with your head. As you look up and look around your now dimly lit living room and into your kitchen, the long shadows cast by the little light emanating from the single lamp beside you appear disfigured, as if stretched too long and contorted in unnatural ways. Though the light from your lamp remains still, you swear the shadows are moving, twisting, dancing around you, mocking your confusion and resurged anxiety. Desperate to ground yourself and escape your paranoia, you grab your phone and send a quick text to Allie asking how she's doing.
I'll hear back from her and know everything is fine. Everything is fine.
You whisper out loud. You decide you need to move around a bit to clear your head and get your senses back. You grab your now empty wine glass and head to the kitchen to wash it off. The water is scalding hot as you rinse the glass, slightly burning your hands. It's a rude wake-up call, a hard slap back to reality.
I need to calm down. Everything's fine. Nothing is wrong. What am I even worried about? There's no reason to be this worried, right?
You flip the glass upside down on the drying rack, watching the remaining water droplets slowly cascade down its curved edges.
Allie's just high. The Flints are weird.
Yeah, man.
Nothing abnormal there. And the TV...
The water meets the rim of the glass, spreading thinly out along it.
Just some kids hacking into the station, probably. Just getting into some mischief. Nothing more than that. Right?
You head back to the living room to check your phone and Allie's response. She almost always responds right away to you, so you expect the minute it took to wash the glass was more than enough time to hear back. You open up your phone. Your message was marked as read. No response.
Okay.
You think, trying to remain calm.
She's busy. She's with her boyfriend and the rest of our friends, and she's stoned. Stop being needy and overwhelming. She's fine. You're fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
You set your phone on the coffee table as your mind scrambles to fight off the paranoia creeping back into your system.
Okay, okay.
You mutter, fidgeting with your clammy hands.
Breathe.
You know you're overreacting to nothing, but you can't shake the feeling of something being off. As you stand in your living room, along with only the mocking shadows dancing around you, you catch a glimpse of outside through your window. Though you can't see the moon from here, you can tell it must be at or near its peak, as the street is now bathed in a deep red glow. As you look closer, carefully, unconsciously, not to get in view of the moon, you get a look at the Flint's yard. All four of the Flints are standing side by side, the parents on the right and the children on the left, staring straight up. Their eyes are wide with bewilderment, and as you continue to stare at them, they appear unblinking. They stand unmoving, as if statues, and for a brief moment you can't help but think they're not breathing. But as you wonder if you should go check on them again, the boy, the son, breaks his skyward gaze and, slowly, turns his head to face you. His unblinking eyes are dilated and huge, as if they are bulging out of their sockets, and an unnaturally wide smile stretches across his face. You immediately slam the shutters of your window closed, locking the sides together as your hands shake.
What the hell?
You back away from the window, almost tripping backwards over the coffee table.
What the actual fuck?
You grab your chest, your heart is pounding heavily. You walk back into the kitchen and turn on the lights, warding off the shadows. With the added light, you notice the front door beside your living room is unlocked, and immediately run over to turn the latch shut.
Okay,
You say shakenly. You look around your house at the other windows, as well as the back door, and hastily begin locking and closing all of them. You don't know what you just saw, but you weren't taking any chances of having unlocked or open windows or doors.
what was wrong with his face?
As you run around the first and second floors of your house, locking every outside connection you see, you desperately try to ground yourself again. This time it's no use. Paranoia has gripped your mind like a parasite. Your mind is racing, making you feel lightheaded, and your breath is short and quick. You've never seen a human face contort like that, like a mall mannequin's face that was beginning to melt off. Once you're sure everything leading outside is shut and locked, you race back to your living room and fall on your couch, head in hands. Your body is shaking uncontrollably as you try to push the image of the Flint boy out of your mind.
Something is going on, something really bad. What's wrong with him? Why are they all just staring up? What about...
Your phone lights up. You grab it and open the notification. It's a text from Allie.
Oh my god, the moon looks beautiful out tonight.
You throw your phone, and as the screen shatters on the floor, your TV ignites to life as the siren blares from it.
Look at TH dash. Do not look at the eclipse. Do not go outside. You are not alone. Hide. Look up and you will space dash.
Okay. Space dash.
That's what it says.
It's the space dash for me.
Okay. The signal cuts out with the signal cuts out with a sharp burst of static, and as the sound of an explosion echoes in the distance, the lights in your house are suddenly snuffed out. A thick silence surrounds you, and as your mind races, you feel lightheaded, as if the darkness is beginning to suffocate you. You bolt up, running to nowhere, but your foot catches on the coffee table, sending you hurling forward and face first onto the floor. You cry out in pain as you collide, and as you roll over, you instantly feel a giant bloody welt forming on the forehead of your spitting skull. You lay there for what could have been a minute or hours, dazed by the impact and disoriented by the encroaching darkness. The only bit of light is the little red glow peeking through the shades of your window. You're not sure what compels you, an unwilling curiosity amongst fear, but you find yourself pulling yourself up and crawling toward the window, toward the glow. You clamber onto the couch and pause, your face inches from the window. All you have to do is open the shutters and look up. Your hand reaches to pull them open, but a small part of you screams out from inside your mind and breaks you from the trance as your hand pulls the shutters open. You force yourself not to look up, but look straight ahead, toward the Flint's yard. All 4 of the Flints are staring at you. Their unblinking eyes are wide and wild, their irises swallowed up by huge empty pupils. Uncanny smiles stretch across their faces, as if the edges of their mouth were forcefully pulled back, and their skin looks gray and waxy beneath the unnatural red glow from above. You force your own eyes to close, praying that when you open them, all of this will disappear. You open them, and while the glow remains, the Flints are gone. You step slowly back from the window, your breath shallow and heart racing.
Where did they go?
Yoo-hoo!
There's a knock at your front door. You stumble back in fright, barely suppressing a scream. The knock continues, slow, without a pattern. A high-pitched, scratchy voice sounds out.
Hello, dear. Are you there?
It's Mrs. Flint. Her voice sounds like it's been strangled. Her voice is filled with blood. She knocks again.
Oh, you look beautiful tonight, dear. You should come look.
You remain silent, putting a hand up to your mouth to muffle your breathing. You're careful not to move a single muscle. The erratic knocking continues.
Dear, come look. Come look at the moon.
There are a few moments of silence. The air feels cold and heavy around you. And the darkness is agonizing. Finally, Mrs. Flint draws a painful sounding breath.
They will look, or they will make you look. Have a blessed night. We will see you soon.
You hold your hand over your mouth for several minutes of silence afterwards. Once you feel like you're alone again, you immediately drop to your knees in search of your shattered phone, ignoring Allie's latest message.
Let's look together.
You mean a minute?
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, Tyler? Tyler?
Give me
Yeah?
What is that voice?
Amazing.
You mean the creepy one? That one's not too hard.
No, the alley one.
Oh.
You sound like a melted Valley Girl mixed with...
Is that not the character?
Oh my god, this is great. Okay, let's keep going. Please clip this.
Yeah, we'll go through, clip it later.
Just
Yeah.
fucking losing it. Okay.
Man.
Okay, back to the seriousness. This is the scary part. Whew, I'm in tears. Okay, let's go. You rush your fingers over the cracks. Fuck! You rush your fingers over the cracked screen to dial 911. To little surprise, you are received by only static.
Sorry, can you stop gargling your microphone so that I can read my next line?
God. Okay, let's keep it together. Let's keep it together. Let's keep it together.
Whatever that explosion was must have knocked everything out.
You try to turn on your phone's flashlight, but it seems to have broken along with the glass of your screen. Pocketing your phone, you try to remember where you have a flashlight stored.
I think there's one in my bedroom.
You whisper, your voice cutting through the silence of the darkness like a knife. You slowly begin making your way up the stairs toward the front door, creeping up every step as if the slightest wrong placement could ignite the house in a burst of flames.
At this point, that's the most logical thing to have happen.
You think. Your mind feels tattered and in pieces, unable to fully comprehend what is happening.
Mrs. Flint mentioned they. Who the hell are they?
You shake your head as you reach the top step, feeling around ahead of you with your foot. It's even darker up here without the slight red glow from the window.
None of that matters now. Nothing besides getting that flashlight. Then I'll figure everything else out.
Heart still pounding, but with a newfound grounding of a goal, you make your way toward your room. As you step cautiously down the hallway, you keep your head directed toward the floor. The lump on your forehead is throbbing, and you feel a slight trickle of blood near your eyebrow, but you can't worry about that now. The gripping paranoia is ever present, and as you near the door to your room, an aching pressure forms in your chest as you imagine what might be waiting for you on the other side of the door. Your footsteps, however light, feel like crashing boulders to you, and you can swear you can hear them echoing back to you as loud thumps
Thumps.
from the ceiling above you. Your breathing shakes a bit, but as you reach the doorknob to your room, you steady yourself with a deep breath. Exhaling, you open the creaking door and step into the room. To your relief, though bathed in the bloody glow of the moon, the room is empty besides yourself. You walk past your mirrored dresser and cautiously toward your bedside table before sifting through the drawers, eventually finding the small flashlight you have hidden there. You ignite the flashlight and turn to leave, but as you instinctively look at the mirror as you pass, you take in a ghastly sight. Yourself. Your hair looks tangled and matted from stress. Your eyes look wide and tired, and a large bleeding stump protrudes from your temple, with a thin streak of blood falling down near your eye. You look pale of fright from not just your situation, but of yourself. You stare at yourself, and can't help but think.
I look almost as abnormal, as inhuman as they did.
And as you stare, you imagine that you see them staring back at you. Their contorted faces grinning beside you, their half-sized bodies flanking you with hungry eyes like wolves ready to strike their targets. You whirl around, flashlight in hand, ready to strike down the demonic children behind you. However, all you see is your bed and the bedside table. You wave your light around, checking every corner, but there's nothing. Yet, you turn back to the mirror and there they are, the twins, staring at you through the dresser mirror, their smiles even wider than before. Your heart pounding like a drum and your head feeling faint, you bolt out of the room, slamming the door shut behind you. You press yourself against the opposite wall, shaking violently against it.
They were there. Oh my god, they were in there.
A loud noise thunders above you and further down the hall toward your bathroom. The pressure in your chest increasing, you aim your flashlight down toward it. A faint red glow emanates from the open bathroom door.
The bathroom skylight. Shit!
You run toward the end of the hallway and into your bathroom, glancing just up enough towards the skylight to see that it had been opened. A panic seizes you, and the door slams behind you. You turn and see Mr. Flint, his mad eyes bulging out of their sockets, and his gaping grin twisted open.
Hello, neighbor.
A croaking, gurgling voice fell out of his mouth, which barely moves as he talks. He takes a step toward you.
The moon looks beautiful tonight.
What the hell are you?
You stammer out. You hold your flashlight, the only thing that could possibly act as a weapon, out in front of him. Your hands are trembling uncontrollably.
Me?
Mr. Flint gargles as if you were drowning.
And them. They wish you to be them too. Won't you look? We can look together.
Get the fuck out of my house!
You scream, your voice shrill and shaky. Mr. Flint shakes his head rigidly, his eyes unblinking and never leaving their gaze at you.
That's no way to treat a guest. And we are all guests under them. Come, I'll show you.
He suddenly rushes at you. He suddenly rushes at you, and before you can react, he grabs you by the throat and smashes you into the wall. His grip is iron tight, and you quickly feel your lungs grasping for air. You flail against him, pounding the flashlight against his head and face. One blow catches his left eye, leaving it bloody and swollen. But his smile doesn't waver. Just as you feel yourself losing consciousness, your eyes beginning to roll back into your head and your lungs seizing for life, Mr. Flint releases you, dropping you to the floor. Gasping for breath, you begin to crawl past him, desperate to escape. However, he catches you by the hair and forces your head roughly back so you're facing the skylight. You close your eyes just in time to avoid staring straight toward the blood-filled sky. You feel the urge to look rising in you, primitive curiosity prodding you to open your eyes and relinquish control. You feel Mr. Flint kneel down beside you, his ice-cold breath on your neck.
Be not afraid. Fear is reserved for the unknown. You don't have to be in the dark anymore. Look.
You feel your eyelids trembling, longing to open, itching to know. But with all of your remaining willpower, you throw yourself forward, tearing your hair from your skull and out of his reach. Roaring in pain, you rebound and throw yourself on top of him, pummeling his face and body with all of your strength. Mr. Flint simply laughs, staring awestruck past you and up toward the skylight.
It's beautiful.
He gasps as you punch and scratch his face again and again. With one final blow, you stagger back, catching your breath, pleading that your rage had been enough. Terror engulfs you again when Mr. Flint slowly begins to rise, his face battered and bloody, yet grinning and unblinking all the same. He advances toward you again, but you act first. You grab him by the side of his head and slam him face first into the bathroom mirror. You smash his head in again and again as blood, brain, and glass are thrown everywhere. A horrible scream rattles your mind, and you're not sure if it came from Mr. Flint, you, or something else. For how long you lie on the floor next to your neighbor's broken and disfigured corpse, you cannot say. Your breath is shallow and sporadic, your body shaky and clammy. The blood and matter-soaked floor stains your clothes like the deepest red wine, and the glass around you reminds you of shattered ice. Eventually, you will yourself to stand, not heeding the sharp pains from your scratched hands as they make further contact with the glass. Slowly, you exit the bathroom, stumbling, exhausted, down the hallway toward the stairs, past your open bedroom door and the cool draft emanating from it, towards your couch, towards rest. Each stair feels like descending a mountain. Once you reach the base, you nearly collapse onto the floor, stopping yourself with your hands and leaving 2 bloody prints upon it. You head toward the kitchen to wash yourself in the sink.
So close.
You think, your mind moving as if through mud.
Then I can sleep and wake up from this nightmare.
Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Startled, you take it out to see who the caller is. It's Henry. You answer it, but before you can say anything, a blood-curdling wail erupts from it.
Henry?
You put the phone to your ear despite the horrifying scream.
Henry, are you there?
Oh my god, you answered, please help, it's her, it's Allie.
Henry yells to the phone through wails and sobs.
I don't know what happened. I fell asleep, and then I woke up, and she was standing over me. The moon behind her, face was twisted, demented, like she looked like she wanted. She killed other. I read. She's trying to kill me.
Henry sobs. Henry sobs louder, sounding like a wounded and cornered animal. Henry suddenly stops. His breath is short and shaking through the phone.
Oh God.
He quietly cries.
Oh God, no, please.
His pleas grow louder.
Please.
His
No, please,
until you could,
stop.
until
That's
the
my
rupture an eardrum.
spleen. No, I need that. No.
You hear fuck. You hear the phone drop onto a hard surface as Henry's screamings fall distant. Then multiple sickening cracks, followed by silence. You wait, holding the phone to your ear as your knees buckle and you fall to the floor, pushing your back against the lower kitchen cabinets behind you. You wait for an eternity, and then you hear a rasping voice from the other side of the phone.
The moon looks beautiful out tonight. Don't worry. They'll make sure you see for yourself.
The cruel, icy laughter emits from the phone, which you again throw against the wall. It shatters into pieces against the floor. As you hold your bloody face to your hands, hyperventilating, you hear your TV suddenly burst to life from your living room. The same siren blares from it, though this time it sounds distorted and off-key.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Thank you. A voice rings out over it.
To all those hearing this, do not look at the moon. Do not go outside. For the love of God, hide! Exclamation point.
There's a brief second of static, followed by a second voice, straining and gargling over the siren.
There's nothing to fear. Go outside now. Look up and see what they see.
Know the truth, and your fear will vanish.
Another blast of static, and the first voice returns.
Do not speak to anyone. Do not look at anyone. Do not leave your home or attempt to find anyone. They will find you.
More static.
Free will is an illusion. We will all look. It is in our nature to seek out the unknown.
The more you know, the less you fear. Look with us. Save yourself. Do not look at the sky. Do not look at the moon. They'll kill us all.
What they want is peace. What they want is bliss. They offer to relinquish of this burden. Take it.
If you look, you will die. Hide.
If you look, you will be free. Look, do not fear. We will all look together. Bloop! Auga! Auga! Auga!
As the demented siren continues to blare and the second voice speaks over it, you suddenly hear loud footsteps rack your house above you. They violently rush overhead and descend down the stairs. You see the Flint twins, eyes and smiles uncanny, appear at the bottom of the stairs. The boy reaches for the unlocked door. You start to stand to stop him, but the girl gets to you first in an unnatural speed, forcing you to the ground with a strength impossible for a child. The boy opens the door, and there stands Mrs. Flint, her eyes bulging and grin widest of all. The boy and Mrs. Flint approach you, where her daughter has you pinned against the floor. You scream and struggle, kick and flail, but your efforts are hopeless. The boy kneels beside you and helps his sister pin you down. Mrs. Flint kneels over you and puts her face mere inches from yours. You feel and smell her icy, sulfuric breath as you stare, horrified, into the emptiness of her mad eyes.
Now, my dear,
She says, her voice cracking over the blood oozing from her mouth, some of which falls onto your face and mixes with your own.
It's time to look.
The twins twist you around onto your stomach and begin dragging you by your ankles. You thrash and scream, spitting and coughing as you go, desperately trying to grab onto anything you can to stop. But all you can do is struggle and wail, just as Henry did, as the twins drag you outside of your house and onto the cold, eerily illuminated street. You close your eyes tight, knowing what will happen, but pleading with your mind to resist. The twins stop, pull you up onto your knees, and hold you still with unnatural strength. You keep your eyes squeezed shut as tears rush from them, mixing with yours and Mrs. Flint's bloods on your face. Your heart is pounding, your head feels weak.
Resist.
You plead to yourself.
Just resist.
You hear Mrs. Flint walk around you and stop in front of you. You feel her inches from you again.
It's time, dear.
She whispers softly, her voice cold and voice hollow.
Look.
The twins pull what's left of your hair back as you let out an inhumane scream.
No!
You scream and scream until your voice shatters and your lungs collapse. With this, you lose control. For a split second, you open your eyes. Mrs. Flint is silhouetted by a brilliant crimson light. She steps to the side, and you look toward the sky. You stare into the blood moon, and they stare back. Your ears fill with white noise, and your pain recedes as your mind and body grow numb. A grin grows wide across the flesh of your face, and your eyes bulge with ecstasy. You have nothing left to fear. Fear is of the unknown, and they have shown you the truth of it all.
The moon looks beautiful tonight.
The end. All right then.
Dad.
So I
Dad.
notice a glaring overlook from myself as the author of this.
You didn't capitalize all the theys?
Did I not capitalize on this?
I don't know. It is 2020 though, so like, you know.
No. Allie's boyfriend has two different names.
Whoops.
He's Harry at the beginning and Henry at the end.
Works for me.
No, I gotta go fix that.
Yeah. I
That's
gotta
okay,
go less crazy.
That honestly, dude, those voices were fantastic.
Yeah, man. Did you like the part where I read out the dashes for you and the punctuation marks? Because I know that was your favorite part.
Oh yeah, that was the best dramatic reading I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, man.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Well
man.
done. Thank you, folks. That was fun.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we'll,
All right,
we'll,
guys,
We'll clip all that, send
so-
it places.
So we're gonna call it a night. As always, feel free to follow us if you like that. Find us on. So are we on YouTube?
Yeah, we're at YouTube at. Hang on, let me read this to you, so you can get there easily. Let's see.
I'm gonna have the bot drop some links in the chat.
Yeah.
Dope.
Well, you just gotta head on down to. Oh, hang on. Yeah, if just search up Big Bjarny on YouTube, you should find me. We'll be putting this VOD up at some point.
Yeah. We also live on Discord. There's a server.
do.
Go ahead and join that. The link should be in the description below the video.
Should be.
Or in the if you're watching us live, it'll be in the channel description on Twitch.
Yeah.
And go ahead and share this with a friend if you liked it.
Or an enemy.
Or an enemy. We'll probably put a
Rival.
slightly edited version of this up on YouTube as well.
Yes.
It'll probably be a sort of complete version of this, almost an audiobook format of the story.
Yeah.
So that you can share that with friends if you like. That'll be coming in the next few days to a week, something like that.
Yeah. Soon, TM.
Can I do a quick thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Feel free if you liked this story. Please feel free to follow my own stuff. I'll post it just in the group in the chat here. That website is my writing website. I don't have like a tremendous amount on it right now because I'm still starting out, but I have a few shorter stories as well as a bunch of poems that I've written. And I'm also working on a huge project that will remain nameless at this time.
Good job.
Remain nameless. That's
Rename
words.
nameless.
Rename nameless at this time.
Yeah.
But things about that will be coming out shortly.
Yeah. We got a couple other good announcements. Stay tuned to your social medias. We might have we're going to be having a new segment add to the lineup of stuff that we do on a weekly-ish basis. We already have Tabletop Tuesdays on Tuesday and Night School on Wednesdays. But every weekend or possibly even during a day of the week, keep your eyes out for one-on-one shots. That's gonna be where myself, the DM, Dungeon Master, Game Master, basically God.
Your Dungeon Master and best friend.
No, that's something different. But basically, I'm going to be taking one of my players on a little solo adventure in between sessions of our Tabletop Tuesday game. And also at the end of this little arc, I will be posting my notes just for people to peruse. Of course, they're going to be sanitized and sorted because some of that stuff I need for another project I'm working on that I can't just let everyone read, but yeah. And also I think, assuming I gotta stress test a couple of things and make sure the setup I have works for this, but I think Wednesday we were thinking for Night School, we were thinking of doing, I think we were originally planning Gary's mod, but now the graphics card is shot, we're probably not gonna do that. I gotta look into that. But anyway, Tuesdays at 9.
The important thing to know is we might be taking a week off from Night School this week.
Yeah.
That'll all depend on
important.
how fast we can get a new graphics card for our computer.
Well, look, worst case scenario, I'll go back to my roots and stream the Microsoft Office Solitaire collection. But yeah, no, Tuesdays at 9, we do Tabletop Tuesday. It's a fun time. Kevin and Patrick are both players in that game.
Yeah!
Although, Patrick, I'm pretty sure this coming Tuesday, you're busy.
Yeah, this Tuesday I have plans that I totally forgot about until I saw my calendar and I went, oh,
that's a day of the week with a thing on it.
Yeah, we will. I sent you my ideas, Tyler, for making that up.
Yeah, no. So that's why I made the thumb art for one-on-one shots, because you and I are going to do that to kind of cover that. So we just got to work out a time that works for you.
Yeah, I'm much freer this week. So, yeah.
Might be pre-recorded stuff that we premiere over on Twitch, or it might be live on Twitch. But if we do premiere them on Twitch, we'll be in the chat and interacting with you guys as you watch it, because we can't be doing that as easily while we're playing the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got anything else special planned, but basically you're gonna get your main updates probably from Discord, or probably just Discord. Or you'll get your email notification in your email box.
Yeah.
I rewrite those occasionally. I think I recently just rewrote those earlier this week. But yeah, I mean, I don't think, unless we got any other shout outs or anything else, I could, you know what I could do? We could see if we can't raid a channel.
Hey, sorry, we have one more, I've got one more really important thing to say.
Oh yeah, cool.
Because it will most likely be happening before our next time we go live, which will be on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Guys, don't forget to vote.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, no.
Go
make sure
vote.
Fucking vote.
I mean, and also here's the thing: if you've already voted via mail-in, or if you're not in our state and you have in-person early voting, go tell your friends and families and your nemesis to go vote.
Hey, I'm gonna pause the spooky music because this one's important. If you want to prevent an evil cult from taking over our country for the next 4 years,
Ooh, nah, you're
Go
too
vote.
thick there.
Interpret
yeah,
that as you will.
That's yeah.
And on that note,
and on that
Yeah,
note, I'm
hey.
gonna hit the end stream button.
No, you're not. You're not gonna hit that.
Why not?
Well, because I'm gonna raid my friend Zeech, who's playing a game. So we're gonna just raid him with all of our dudes.
We have
Then
no
you hit the end
dudes.
stream button. Then
all
we
our
got 4
three
people.
dudes.
Sorry,
all
it's
3 of
us.
us.
It's
Let's
the
do
3
it.
of us.
Yeah, who cares though? He'll take it. He'll enjoy it. I'm hitting it. I'm hitting the start raid button.
All right.
Okay.
2. Yeah, hit the end stream button. You're good.
Cool.